everyone. Good morning. I hope that you are doing well today. I am. We just got back from Charlotte on Sunday and we had a good trip. So I hope that you guys are doing well. And yeah, I'm still working on my Hexie cardigan, of course. And I also have a lighter holder that I'm working on. So I might pull that out. Hi. Where is it, by the way? Here it is. Wait, that's the. Oh no, it fell into the yarn. It fell in here. You gotta get it out. Which way did it go in? This way? Okay. There we go. Trying to see how much is left. Oh, not that much. Maybe we could finish this. I don't know what to work on. I'm good. How are you? I am good. Hope that you are good. Good, good. Glad to hear that. I haven't been able to be in Miss Angie's lives much lately. I've been out of town and busy and stuff, but hopefully I'll be there more soon. I haven't seen people from her lives much recently. There's a piece of hair on here. We got to get that off. Can be no hair in this. Micro crochet does not go well with hair. Oops. Or fuzzies. And there's both. All right. Did I get them? I think I got them. Okay. Whew, here we go. I'm nearly done with the half of the hexie because I'm on yellow and I have just orange to go, and then I think I'm gonna stop and probably use pink for the cuffs. So right this second, I'm working on a little lighter holder, and it's yellow and orange, so I gotta make it taller. I also have a sweater that I'm working on, or a cardigan. So I have two things. Right this second of this for a minute. I want to get this done so that I can ship it. The cardigan is for me, but this is actually for somebody. And then after that, I work on a raccoon. So that'll be exciting. I've never made a raccoon before, and I also have to make a little trash can that it fits in. So I think that's going to be really cute. The trash can is probably going to take a minute because I feel like it's going to be a lot of single crochets. Thank you. But I feel like it's going to take a minute, but it'll be all right. It'll be cute. It should be worth it. This is only this. Wait, have I made another one of these? I think this is the third lighter holder that I've made, but this is the first one I've ever made with like to it. And it's going pretty well. It's not 100% perfect. Like I can find places in the back of it that I don't think are perfect, but for my first one, or with pattern, it's pretty good. I'm not sure why some of it looks a little off, but luckily it's not too bad. Like it's good enough that it's still fine, but it just doesn't line up in some areas where I thought it would. Hi, Amanda. How are you? Ashley, how are you? How are you guys doing? I'm working on two, not at once, but sort of. My hexie cardigan. So this is going to be a big cardigan. And then I'm also working on this little lighter holder, beaded micro crochet lighter holder. Put that hook down. Finally got on live, right? No, you're busy, girl. You got always busy because you post so much content. I know you're always working on it. Not always, but you know what I mean. You put a lot of work into it. Every time I scroll through my shorts, I see at least one here. I don't always comment, but I do always like them. Thank you. I know I love the colors too. I'm in love with it. I'm obsessed with it. Oh no, your headphones died. Bye, Shoto. I'm gonna finish work soon. Oh, good, 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 Amanda. Glad. Just got home myself. Happy to be able to sit down and crochet a little bit. I'm gonna finish this because the person that I'm giving this to, or not giving this to, but selling this to, is also buying some yarn from me. So I want to go ahead and like ship it out. And they're also kind of going to be my little guinea pig because the lighter holder is my own like pattern. So they're going to kind of test it out and see how they like it for me. Because I have one. This is like a finished one without like a pattern to it. It's just like a mix of beads, but I don't make them like go all the way up because I found like they'll slide around. Usually I put them like this so there's a little room at the bottom so that when you like flick it, it doesn't slide around. But drive home, you can listen to you can't watch the live. Yes, I understand. I understand. Don't know how to do the beads. It looks complicated. It is and it isn't complicated. Like, so there's a girl that I follow on YouTube. Oh God, what's her name? Gracie Simpson. Gracie Simpson, I believe is her name. And she is the one who kind of got me started on it. And she sells kits that gives you like everything you need on Etsy to start. So that's really helpful to like try it and see if you like it. Um, it's not that bad. The hardest two things are stringing the beads right order. So there's a lot of counting and making sure that you're, 2 of this color, 3 of this color, and then 5 of this color, and then depends on how many colors in the pattern, and everything. So that can get a little confusing, and if you don't do it right, it will not turn out. And then also starting it can be a little difficult because the string is like super duper thin. It's not sewing thread, but it's close. And so it can be difficult making your little chain and getting it started, but once you get it started it's pretty smooth sailing, but it's the like getting it started that is difficult. Hey Chris, how are you? Hi Crafty Witch, how are you? Sorry, I had a fuzz on me. Yes, I did have to pre-string these, but there are ways to, I don't think I have it next to me, do I? Bag? No. But there are ways to do it without pre-stringing beads, but usually they're going to be like pony beads, so like the bigger plastic beads. I don't know a way to do the little beads really, but you can do it with pony beads and don't have pre-string them and make like weighted blankets and stuff like that. Back Texas, woo, good. I'm good. I'm back from Charlotte. We went to Charlotte this weekend, and it was fun. We had a good little trip. Got a parking ticket, but that's okay. We paid it right then, so we only had to pay for half parking ticket. Um, we learned valuable lessons. We're not. He's from the city. I am not from the city, and I can get lost very easily. But thankfully, I know how to read a map. So my husband does not, but I do, and so I helped us find the one way to get to our hotel or whatever. But oh my god, I am not built for cities. Oh boy, you're coming back to Texas in June. Ooh. I think my dad's been to Texas, but I have never been to Texas. Yeah, I know Dad has, but I've never been. I think I've been to like Alabama. It's about the furthest I've been that way. Alabama, Michigan, Ohio, but that's up north. Oh, Arthur's having a good time with his treat over there. I'm glad. I put new stuff in it today. But I think I'm going to work on this stuff this week, and then I'm going to start the cocoon next week, just to give myself some time because I still have to unpack for my trip. Like, to be honest, I haven't unpacked everything, so I need to do that. Hi, Pets World. Your family is there. Oh, yay. Good. I hope you do get to go visit. Hi, Pets World. How are you? How are your little plant babies doing? we need rain desperately. Our plant babies are going to die in the field. It's rained, but only like little tiny amounts. And so my seeds have not come up, and my dad's poor little seedlings are not probably not doing so hot. Good, I'm glad. He may call me to help water them, because or maybe he's been watering them. I hope, because otherwise I don't know how they're making it. Luckily, the soil in the garden is different though. Like once you water something, it stays moist for a little while because it's been like tilled and all that from the tractor going over it. But so once you wet it, it stays wet for a while, but you got to get it wet. And so far, not enough rain. Need to go do a rain dance, you guys. Play, you know. That sounds like a pretty good plan. Eh. How many more rows do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Okay. I'm hoping I strung enough beads. This is my own pattern, so I'm not 100% sure. I did the math, but it could be off somehow, so I just hope it's long enough. Otherwise, guess who gets to make a whole nother one and start over? Me. Which would be not the end of the world, but also not what I want to do. I want to do the bracelets next, I think. I don't know if I do or not. I'm nervous. But I want to try the bracelet pattern that I bought. It's like a beaded tube crocheted bracelet. I don't know how to explain it. But you can put them into like bangles or necklaces. But the only thing about the pattern is it's like a repeating pattern, and it doesn't tell you like there's no gauge or anything to be like, if you repeat pattern twice, it'll be 2 inches, or you know what I mean? Like there's nothing like that. So I think I'm just going to have to string it up like for one, like just string up the pattern as it is one time and then measure it and see how long that is, and then do the math to figure out how long I would need to make like a 7-inch bracelet, whatever. I think one reason I'm nervous too is because I have to figure out how to attach both ends together, or I have to figure out how to attach those little clasp things to it. So I'm nervous. Winston, you making flower vases and pots, but you don't know how to make the flowers. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've never made those before, but they're really cute. Some people make them in like they're like blankets, coasters, like all kinds of those. Hi, Manuela. Hi, Winsome. Hi. I hope you're all doing well today. But yeah, I'm about halfway done with the hexie. What I think I'm going to do is I'm on yellow, and I need to do another yellow, 2 rows of orange, and then I'm going to stop, I think, for now at least, because my plan is to do like the cuffs in the hot pink. So I think I'm going to stop with orange and then save the hot pink to do the cuffs, I think. But I think first I'm going to make the other half and then worry about making the cuffs and stuff. I hope I have enough yarn to make the cuffs. I'm a little nervous. I have a little extra of the hot pink, which is the reason I'm doing the cuffs hot pink. But I am just a tiny bit nervous because I've heard cuffs can take like a lot of yarn. So I'm a little nervous that I'm not going to have enough. I don't want to do them white because that's just going to get dirty. And I don't want to do them in black. So, and this is big twist yarn, so I've got to kind of wait a little bit to see if I can get, even if I was able to get more, I don't know that it would match because, there's the whole thing going on with it. So, I don't know. We'll have to see what to do. I guess I could also do red. I don't know. Okay, I see ya, Mr. Arthur. Here is your puzzle, young man. Ugh. He wanted his secondary treat. I cut my finger this weekend. I don't know how. Somehow. We had a good time. The show was really good. Taylor Thompson was really funny. We did an escape room, and we almost escaped. We didn't quite make it out. A pirate themed one. I chose that one, and We almost made it out. We were, I think, 1 or 2 clues from getting out because we asked. And we did it by ourselves this time. Last time we had to do it with like another couple. But this time we did it by ourselves and we did pretty good. I did a lot better than I thought I did. I did pretty good actually. Like I thought I would get nervous and like freak out and not know what to do, but like and then we went out a couple times. And I don't know. We went on many adventures to many different stores, and half of them were closed. And then kept having to go to different stores. And then we went to a gas station, and then the gas station was like changing shifts, and we were like, okay, we'll wait. And then that took forever, and then we waited forever, and then we had to leave there, and we never got in, and we went to another one. And it was just a whole thing. We had quite the adventure, and then we had to circle around like 5 times before we made it onto the one to get back to our hotel. But we had a good time. We really did. And I went to a Five Below for the first time. I've never been one before, and I was like amazed. I was like, they kind of have a little bit of everything. I didn't even go through the whole store, but I went through like half of it. But I was like, holy crap, they have a lot of stuff. One of your friends got 14 chickens back. She doesn't know how to take care of them in a small space. Yesterday. Oh no. Oh no, bless the little chicks. Some people do get chickens and really don't have any idea what they're doing with them. And unfortunately, baby chicks can get sick and they can have like little vitamin deficiencies and all kinds of things, because we've had some that we had to, I forgot what happened to them. There was something going on with our baby chicks and we had to give them like vitamin A or something in their water. I can't remember. I may be totally wrong, but it was something like that. Vitamin E, vitamin A, vitamin something. And it, they were okay after that. But a lot of things can go and happen, and you just have to keep them in the right climate temperatures and give them lighting and all that stuff. I hate it. I feel bad when people get those tiny little backyard chicken coops and they get like 5 chickens, and I'm like, what the heck? That's so tiny. It's made for like 1 little chicken, maybe 2. Oh, and she's only 12. She doesn't know what she's doing. She's just trying. Bless her heart. Her parents need to help her take care of them. It might be a responsibility thing, but they're a living thing. You got to help them, make sure they know what they're doing and doing a good job. I don't think Dad got any yet. He was supposed to get some. I don't know why he didn't get any. I need to ask him. I don't know if he missed them having the chickens or to get them. What happened? But he was supposed to get some. Maybe it's when they went out of town they had them. He didn't get any because of that. I might work on the head in a minute if my hands start to bother me a little. He's keeping them in a tiny cage. Oh no, the poor babies. Ours were super tiny, like days old. We'd keep them in a box, but I mean like a good sized little cardboard box or whatever. Change like the light in it and give them a little waterer and a little feeder. And then once they get after just very few days, they grow quite a bit, and so you move them from the box, and then we'd move them into the enclosed small pen that we had, and that was away from the big chickens so they don't get attacked by the big chickens. And then you wait until they grow up, and then you slowly kind of introduce them. You slowly move them closer, and then you kind of put the pens together up next to each other. And then we put them in there with the others and then just watch them really close to make sure they don't pick on them or anything. But it's quite the process to introduce new chickens to your little babies. Oh no, bless them. That's terrible. Unfortunately, a lot of people do that. Get animals, or not even get animals, even unfortunately do things like have children for attention or for internet attention, I guess. And it's sad. It's very sad. Oops. Wish people didn't do that stuff. My patients are doing well. I forgot to ask her if I was coming back tomorrow. I'll text her after this and ask her. I keep only doing a slip stitch somehow. Stop. Stop doing a slip stitch. Come on. Get in there. There we go. Whoops. Lost the bead. There we go. But wait, I still did a slip. Okay. Well, fine. I'm leaving it. It might be a little difficult to get back into, but it'll be fine. I don't know why it wouldn't let not do a slip stitch. I think I had stretched it. Hi, Flutter. SPCA to see if they can get involved, to see if they can help. Unfortunately, she lives in Denmark, so I honestly have no idea what kind of resources Denmark has for things like that. Not a clue. Wish I did, but I just literally not a clue. Your shoulder is still sore. Oh, no. I know. I hope so too. I hope it feels better soon. Shoulder pain can be really annoying. For a while, I had some really annoying shoulder pain. You use your shoulder so much for, every time you move your arm, so it can be a very nagging, annoying thing to have hurt. I think I slept on mine wrong somehow, or pulled it somehow, and then I kept sitting on it wrong, and then it just kept making it worse and worse, and it wouldn't get better, and finally got better. Usually animal places that help rehabilitate animals and look after them when people can't anymore. That's very true. There's something, right? Somebody that could come back, Hey, what's up? Give them some knowledge, check on them, see how they look, and then come back later and see, did they use the knowledge that you taught them or no? Like, depending on how bad it is, of course. If it's just like, oh, they just didn't know, something they just, well, if they had known, they would have done it, they just didn't know. Or if it's like straight up neglect, that's different. Isn't it, Arthur? I can imagine we missed Arthur so much this weekend, and our little kitty. So we're so happy to be home and see him. I was nervous about the kitty. He's a barn kitty. He mostly lives outside, but he comes in a lot, and so I was really nervous about leaving him. But we had somebody look after him, and he did good. So I was scared he might run away because we weren't home and didn't let him inside. But I told the person looking after him they were more than welcome to let him in, and told him where the key was and everything. But I don't know that they did. They said they got within 6 feet of him, but that's as close as they could get to the kitty cat. But that's improvement. At least he didn't run away, because he's skittish around people. Aww. You do another live stream? Yes, you decided you're going to do a giveaway on your channel, so you're working on the details for that. Ooh, yes, I have to. I definitely will. I'm so doing it. It's so exciting. I hope I can join one. I'll be honest, I was actually awake when you started your live, or was it? I don't know if it was when you started it or at some point while you were live. I was awake. It was like 4 a.m. and I was supposed to be asleep. And I can't remember if that was when I was in Charlotte or when I was here. I think it was when I was in Charlotte and you live. And I was like, I could go in, but I could only literally go for 1 second because I'm literally going to bed right now. And so I decided not to, because I didn't want to go in there and say hey and have to immediately leave, But I was awake. I was like, darn it. Why do I gotta go to bed right now? I was like, I should have bed hours ago. I shouldn't even be awake right now. But I did. I stayed up super late. Hey Larry, how are you doing? My boss has arrived. I see you. But yeah, it was 2 or 4. I can't remember if it was 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock, but it was really late, super duper late. And I was like, I'm about to pass out and go to bed. My husband was already asleep. Let's see if I can get some more beads. I think I'm gonna do my hexie for a minute. Put this down. How many more do I have? I think it'll be fine. I think the length on it actually is okay. I was worried for nothing. The other hard part about making the lighter holders, which I don't know anybody that makes patterns for these. Usually people do them out of peyote or brick stitch, which is not crochet. But it's hard to first like get it on the lighter, but once you get it on the lighter, it kind of has its little lighter shape. But at first, it's very difficult to get it on there, so it took me quite a while to get it on. But then once I got it on there, it's cool. All right, where's my hook? Hook. Oh, found it. Ha-ha. Good at work trying to make $1. That's right. Always. Luckily, I didn't miss any work since we just had a weekend trip. And I might go back tomorrow. I think I am. But I go back to work tomorrow and see. I need to text her later. I need some water or coffee. So hold on. Here, coffee. All right, Amanda. All right. What? I just saw something go across the news that said something basically to the effect of Disney employee fired, something about hacking the menus. What? Somebody hacked the Disney. What did he put on there? I gotta look this up. I want to know. It's kind of like that girl on the radio who's like, "I quit this." I didn't really say the words, but you know what I mean. And she like did a whole thing on the radio about how she was quitting. Of course, not tell her bosses. She just went off. Now I'm like, I want to know what the person hacked and put on the menus. You know, they must have put something else on the menu, right? So like, what on there? I did text. Did I not text you? Really? I swear I texted you and I told you that I was going live. I swear I meant to. If I did, I just didn't send it. Hey, Chris. You were live yesterday, weren't you, Pets World? I feel like I remember somehow that you were live. I can't remember what. Maybe we were at the store. We might have been at the store because we did go shopping yesterday for groceries. Normally we go on Saturday, sometimes on Sunday, but we went Monday yesterday because we were on vacation yesterday. What's up, townspeople? Calls you all the townspeople. I don't know why he calls you guys townspeople, but he does. Where was Arthur? He just showed all of a sudden. What? I don't know what Arthur just did. He just like, I don't know what the heck. I just heard his little feet go. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. He did like a weird little jumpy jump. Still need to put it on all not top messages. There we go. Sometimes I miss some if it's not on that. Aha, like Winsome. I didn't see hers until now. Tell the townspeople about the ladies laugh at the show. Oh no, I did it. Oh my god. So at the comedy show, there was a lady sitting next to me and it was so obnoxious. Like I can't explain it or really describe it, but it was just really irritating me. And so I tried to like discreetly stick my finger like my ear to like kind of silence her laughter. And that didn't really work, kind of uncomfortable. So I found some little thing in my bag and I was able to like use it as a plug. So it worked. I kind of forgot it was in there for a minute. It worked, and I did not hear her laugh the rest of the evening. So, but it was just one of those laughs where you're like, oh man, that's a laugh there. Some of them are really like some are funny, and then some laughs are like, oh, that's annoying. And it was one, and I was like, oh, okay, I need to do something about that. This is a comedy show. She's gonna be laughing the entire time. But it got better. It got better. Thank goodness. We've had that happen. Well, I don't think we've ever had that happen before. We've heard people like from across the room that have like a really funny laugh, but not her. But yeah. And then when we got the parking ticket, it was funny because we kind of thought we could park there because it was after hours and there was nobody in the booth and all that stuff. And anyway, and then there were signs except for one as you're exiting the place. You can see one sign that says no free parking anytime. Arthur, you sat on the yarn, baby. Sorry, honey. And I love you. I'm sorry. And you say hi. You just gonna sniff me? Okay, he's sniffing me. He smells the other dog at me, on me. Done sniffing me now? Okay, thank you. All right. But when we got the parking ticket, there was one sign and it said no parking anytime, but you can only see it as you were like exiting the parking deck or parking lot. And I was like, really? And then parking thing had like a kiosk with flashing lights on it, like pay here, except for the one we parked at. It didn't have that. So, and of course, they gave him a parking ticket because he has a Lexus. I was like, if we had a piece of crap, they wouldn't have given us a parking ticket probably. But whatever. Just because we have a Lexus doesn't mean we're not still poor people. But he paid it right then and there, and it only cost $40. It was like 80 originally, but because he paid it so fast, it was only like $40. So that's not bad. Not bad at all for a ticket. Still annoying, but not bad. And we were only gone like 20 minutes of two. Stupid. 20, maybe 30. Bye, Pets World. Oh, he went to sleep. I was like, where'd he go? He went sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Not much more before I'm done with this row. And then I gotta weave in my ends and do one more row of yellow. Yes. All right, let's see. What are y'all working on? Anybody working on any fun projects? I know I saw that, gosh, am I right? Is it Andy? I think Andy was working on, I don't know if they were little, now I can't remember and I'm doubting. What were they? They were really, what were they? She's working on something last night on her live and they were really cute. I wanted them something dolls or like little, I can't remember right now. I can sort of picture it, but I can't think of what it is. They're really cute. And trying to think, what else is anybody working right now? I don't know. Don't know if anybody's working on anything. Well, I know that in theory there is an eye Winsome has, but I don't know if she has been working on it. I just know she has that tip. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's all I really know of. Oh, this is itchy me to hear. All right, little cow. I have my little strawberry cow over here, and he was trying to steal my yarn. Who is it? I did work on this, but I didn't work on it a lot while we were gone. I worked on the micro crochet more. But I worked on this a little bit on the home. I am, but I'm not looking forward to restarting the other one just because I know I'm going to have to weave in my ends more often to start with. But I do like making this, so it should be not too bad. I'm nervous about putting them together and the cuffs and stuff, though. I am nervous about that. I don't know if most people usually like crochet them or sew them together, or if it matters or it really matters. Still working on the bag. Yes. They were that they had. Oh, yes, I know they were adorable. I can't remember what they were either. I don't know why I can't remember because I feel like I knew what it was. It wasn't like something I didn't recognize, but it was adorable. And now, because sometimes I see certain things like, which I hope she's okay. I saw a post that she made that she wasn't potentially. I think she's taking a break. She potentially may not come back, but so I hope everything's okay with her. But M Nash Threads, she makes a lot of different characters, and some of those I'm not necessarily familiar with, but I knew what this was, and I just can't remember. A little bit more, almost done with this row. And yes, I don't have to stop and cut my yarn, but I'm going to anyway because I've been doing. Because it's the same color. I realize I just like chain and whatever and keep going, but oh well. Why stop doing it now, huh? Charlotte. What happened in Charlotte? That's where I just was. That happened today? No. I do want to know what that Disney employee put on the menu, though. I might have to get my iPad out and look that up because I'm really curious. I probably won't be able to say. It'll probably be some terrible, awful thing that I can't even say on here. Oh no. I hope it was something like kind of funny, not like really bad, because probably saw whatever it was, you know. So hopefully it wasn't bad. Hopefully it was just like, man, I hate this. I hate this job. Forget you guys. Or they're just like rolling around under the covers. Okay, slip chain and a slip stitch. Okay. Cut our yarn. About here-ish. I'm trying not to, because I'm really bad at like leaving a lot of extra tail. And so I'm really trying not to leave a crazy amount, but also leave enough to weave my ends really good. But I think I'm leaving too much, but I'm just nervous. I don't want to not have enough. Gotta bring my husband's suitcase upstairs. Still have to empty mine, so he didn't actually use his. He used a duffel bag. He used my duffel bag that I had in high school. It was like my bag for sports, which I need to. I think we finally just threw it away because it did. But it was like my pink, light pink Adidas bag from high school. I think literally. I mean, I had it when I was like, I mean, probably in like 10th and 11th and 12th grade. So I mean, that thing was old. Bye, Larry. So about the escape room. Yes, I told him that we went and that we had a good time and that we almost escaped. We had like one or two clues away from making it out. We did really good. I got frustrated one time with him though because I thought there was like one thing and like there was a piece missing off of it or two, and so I thought that the thing was screwed and they just hadn't fixed it, and so I was like, "No, you don't understand." But it was fine. Anyway, and then I don't know. We both did really good with it though. I'm proud of us. Yeah. And the guy that worked there, funny, there was a part like a puzzle you had to solve when you first got there, and it was like you had to slide these little like planks into a thing and spell out phrases. And we did the last one, and when you put the last plank in, this other thing popped open. And when my husband slid the last plank in and the thing popped open, I was like, and I jumped back and I was like, I hope whoever's watching this got a good laugh. Because they watch you the whole time you're in there, and the escape there's always somebody watching the camera. And so I thought it was funny. And then we told him when we got out of there, and my husband said something to him about it, and he was like, yeah, that was really funny. I was like, yeah, I'm glad you got a good laugh. And me scared to death. I was scared. I was jumping. They are. They are. I didn't think they would be that fun, but they are quite fun, really. Like, cause I always thought they'd be like too hard, or I just couldn't. I don't know, but they. I mean, they get like hard enough, but not too hard. I feel like. I don't know. I liked it though. I've enjoyed it. That was the second one we've done, and I would definitely go do another one. Where's my little wristband? Let's see, got a little wristband. Cause we did the pirate one, Escapeology, the live escape game. But yeah, it was fun, and I think they have those like all over the country. Um, the Escapeology places, and they have like several different themed uh, rooms or whatever. And when we walked by, we could see inside of one of the other rooms, and it must have been like a jail one because there was like a bunk bed or whatever, which was similar to the first one we did. I think the first escape room we ever did was like a jail themed one. We were escaping out of jail, and we almost got out of that one too, but not quite. Not quite. But we had to do the first one with another couple that we had never met before. But they were very nice, and so we did good. But I could imagine you set up with some people that you don't know that like are really bad at it or just panic, or you could get set up with somebody who just thinks they know everything and they would just take over, you know. Um, so I'd recommend doing it with just you and like your group of friends if you can, but it's very fun. Very, very fun. All right, let's see. Weave in a little bit more. Got to weave it in until it's almost impossible to put the needle in, right? It's getting there. Maybe one more time. Oh, wait, I think I might have undone what I just did. I don't know if I did or not. Every once in a while, I'm like, did I go the wrong direction? Arthur, are you itchy, scratchy? Do you need a bath? He likes baths, but he doesn't hate them either, so he does pretty good. He doesn't try to escape the bath, so that's what is important. He just doesn't really enjoy it. To wait till your daddy gets home, give you a bath, because your daddy keeps you warm when you get out of the bathtub. Mommy's not warm enough, but daddy keeps you warm. All right, let's see how big it is, you guys. It's pretty big. Like, I think it's definitely going to be oversized, but that's okay. I kind of wanted it a little oversized. Let's see. Oh, I can't even see it. Let me see about the sleeve part. Well, the sleeves are almost there. I think the sleeves are actually going to be perfect. So it's going to be a little like longer in the waist than I wanted it, I think. But that's my own fault. I know that I could have stopped and just continued on one side and not the other. But I didn't want to do that. So I'm just going to have it be a little oversized. Hi, someone came for a visit. Hi. Hi, baby boy. You got a little dollop of water in your chin. It's just a little ball of water stuck in there. Yeah. Hi, you're so cute. You're so cute. You're just coming over to say hey, get some attention. Maybe after the stream, can me and you go outside and sit down? I'll crochet out there and you can sit outside in the sunshine. Does that sound nice? After Mommy does a few things, like unpacks her suitcase, you can go out and then I'll join you. Does that sound good? I love you. I love you. You're my baby. You okay? I love you. You're being very sweet. You're always sweet, but you're being very sweet. Do I still smell like the other doggy? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, he grabbing my hand. You see him grabbing me? Yes, I see you grabbing my hands. You want more pets? Okay. He says no crocheting, pets only. Pets only? Just for a minute. Just for a minute. Yes. Just don't pick my Hexy cardigan, okay? Mwah. Mwah. Oh, you don't need to kiss me. I kiss you. I give you the kisses. Let's get in the back scratch. He likes that. Does that feel good? Yeah. A little freckle right there on your eye. Is it a little freckle? Is that what it is? Yeah. Okay. He gets little freckles. Yeah. And I know you can get doggy sunscreen, but usually where he gets the freckles is on his nose, and I can't really keep sunscreen on his nose because he's just gonna lick it right off. Yes, you are. Can I get some coffee? Like, I don't know, Mom. Maybe. Okay. Well, let's try it. Let's see if you let me go for it. Arthur, I didn't pay attention to the weatherman. I should have. That's okay. He'll be back on later. degrees. No, it's not 80 degrees, 70. It's gonna be 80 degrees though. It's hot today. Oh, baby boy. I know, I smell like the other dog. Yeah. Itchy. Alright. Let's get some more yarn out, baby boy. I don't like center pulls. I'm not a center pull girl. I'm sorry if you are. Good for you. I can't do it. I just can't. It's too much yarn barf, too much predictability. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I tried it once and I was like, oh, and then I don't. No, I don't like it. Because then if you don't use all the yarn at one time, like then it becomes like a mess. And I'm just not a big fan of it personally. Can I have my cardigan? Could I? Could I have it to work on? Hi, I was talking to you. Do you mind if I borrow this thing that I'm making to make it bigger? I kind of need to I kind of need it. Oh, he's looking at me like, but mom, I'm laying on it. I know. Honey bunny. Hold on, wait. What if I just lift you up and slip it out? Look, there you go. See, now you can still hear. Yeah, see? Ta-da! I know you don't like to be under my arm when I crochet. There we go. There you go. He's still there. Okay. All right. And we can start going around again. If anybody has any good like tutorials about making cuffs or like finishing off like hexy cardigans, let me know, because I have not followed a pattern thus far, and so I don't really know what I'm gonna do when it comes to attaching it and doing the cuffs, or if I'm just gonna look up like a random cuff pattern and try to like go from there. I don't know. But if anybody has any recommendations, I am all ears, because I have certainly never done it. I'm pretty sure it's going to involve a lot of loop only or front loop only, but I don't know. I think that's how you do ribbed cuffs, but I don't know. Said I just hope that I have enough yarn. But I guess I could make them like, they don't have to be like super thick cuffs. They could be like, not that thin, but like they could be like an inch instead of like 2 or an inch and a half, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Think about it. But then I'll be sad if I had a lot of extra yarn and didn't make them thicker, maybe. I don't know. We'll just see how much I have left over from all the colors when it's done and then decide. I think I went through all the colors 3 times on mine, but I did. Is it stuck? No, it's just heavy. I did 1, 2, 3. 3 times. 3 times. I did consider doing 3 stripes of color. I just was scared of running out of yarn. I don't know that that would have made a difference, but Arthur is bonking me around. He's trying to take a bath and he is knocking me over. Why are you knocking my arms around, boy? Don't fall off, Scout. Trying to get under the banky? You get under? No, you're playing. Never mind. He's playing. I didn't know what he was doing. Hi, Sonia. How are you? Any hexy cards should show you how to make the cuffs. Okay, good. I'll check. Like I said, I looked at like a few minutes of one tutorial and then I figured out that I could get how I make granny squares and just add 6 little clusters to start. Like, okay. And then I was like, no more video for me. And then I'm going. So I probably should consult a video again before I go. Because it would be really sad to mess this up. As beautiful as it is. This green kind of like glows in certain lighting too. I've determined. Like when at night when the TV screen gets like a certain blue to it, like it glows. It's so neon. Like I said, they're all big twist yarns, so hopefully we'll get our big twist back. But even if we do, they might not be the same like lot numbers. But that'll be good because I was worried that I was going to make this and then somebody's going to see it on me one day and be like, man, I really want one of those. And I'd be like, yeah, I can make one. And they'll be like, I want one just like the one you have on. And I'll be like, yeah, I can't make that because I don't have the yarn. But now, if Big Twist might be coming back to Hirschner's, then we'll have the yarn. So hopefully they'll carry the same, you know, thing because we don't really know what they're going to carry from Big Twist, but hopefully they carry the acrylics because that's what I want. I mean, I like other stuff too, but I mostly want the value acrylics because they had so many good colors and I don't know, I just like it. I feel like it's cool. There we go. Let me just pull some yarn. That's my problem. I need on a stand. But right now my stand is occupado with other yarns. Oh, I got some new drawers to put crochet stuff in, but I need to like little drawers for like little accessory things like hooks and eyes and stuff. I need to figure out where to put them on my shelf. I wasn't sure if I was going to use them for like bathroom storage or crochet storage, but I think I'm going to use them for my crochet stuff. I tried them in the bathroom and I just didn't like them in there. But they're like iridescent clear drawers. They're really cute. Oh, you're good. Have I ever seen the mini floppy cat? Oh, I don't think I have ever seen the mini cat. Even audio for short. No, I don't think that I have. But it sounds cute, whatever it is. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'll take Arthur out for a nice little walk before I get started doing stuff because in the house because it's so nice out before it gets any hotter. Yeah, we might need to get our iPad and do some texting in a minute. What time is it? Yeah, let's do that in a second. Excuse me, I need to send a message real quick. I'll send it. I'll wait and talk to my boss after, but for now, let's do this one. Thankful for the app, right? Just leave that there. Oh my goodness. No, we're not doing that in here. We are not doing that in here. I don't know who you are, but we're not doing that in here. Oh, I'm sorry, Flutter. Really? Did you go live? When did you go live? I don't think I got a notification either. I'm trying to see. I don't know if it works the way on my iPad as it does my phone. But I genuinely don't. Huh. But no, we're not going to tell anybody to be quiet or shut up or anything. It's okay. I know I do the same thing and forget and have top comments on too. No, Flutter, you're fine, Flutter. But I didn't even usually. A lot of times I get notifications still while I'm live, and I didn't get one either. Because I should get it on my iPad, even if I don't see it on my phone and it goes away, it still should be on my iPad and see it. So, no, there's my text message notification. That's different. those are like reoccurring. They stay up there, but the other ones will like stay for a minute and go away. It's alright when someone do a little, but no, you're good. Oh no, what's going on, Chris? thought I heard the four-wheeler. I did. My dad is watering the garden. I knew it. No. They didn't tell me to shut up. They didn't tell me to shut up, Chris. They told somebody else in the chat to shut up, and I'm like, no, we're not having that. Oh no, you don't come in here and tell somebody else in my chat that comes in here regularly to shut up, please. So it's all good. I just didn't like it. Chris was ready to get somebody. Yeah. I didn't get a notification for your live either, Chris. I think I need to resub you. Unsub and resub. Because I know you went live, and the only reason I know is because we got home late on Sunday, and I think when I was getting out of the car or something, I saw, but then I don't know, we were unpacking and stuff, and I didn't get an actual notification. I just happened to see. So I don't know. Yeah. Okay, water in the garden coming back up there about 1:15. Oh, okay. Well, that'll work too. I'll just text him back to leave. Okay. All right. That's right. That's right. Listen, Flutter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even no matter who it was, it doesn't matter. I just don't. It's not appropriate to come in and say that to somebody, especially somebody that comes in to support me on a pretty regular basis, and I don't know them, and then they come in and tell somebody who supports me to be quiet. I don't like that. So that's all. Okay. No worries. Not your fault. It's not like you said, I'm going over here now and invited them over. You know what I'm saying? So they just happen to be here too. So alrighty. I should have, and I didn't do that. Mm-hmm. Well, I hope this turns out as pretty as it seems like it's going to. It's all going to just depend on how well I do the cuffs and the joining of it together, because now it's fine. The two halves will be fine. I can do that. It's the joining and the cuffs. And I don't think people usually do like a neckline on these. I think they just leave it. But sometimes they add like a bottom cuff and then like the sleeve cuffs. I don't know if I'm going to add one on the bottom, kind of like see. I'm going to do the sleeves first probably and then figure out about the bottom. I think I want one so that I can like choose to put it kind of like above my butt or below my butt or what, you know what I mean? But I don't know yet. I'll have to see how long it is and everything. You gave up on your tank top for now. Holy cow, is that thing frustrating? I'm trying to remember if that girl that I was following her patterns for has a tank top pattern. I almost think she might. Because the pattern I followed for the shrug I did was really easy, and it was mostly double crochets, and part of me thinks she might have a tank top pattern, a couple different clothing patterns, but I'm trying to think, does she have a tank top pattern? She might. If she does, I would think it wouldn't be too hard. I think it would just be time consuming to go work the rows back and forth to make it long enough, but I think she would do good at explaining it. I'll have to look, and if she does, I'll definitely send it to you. But I can't remember what's her name. Heather or something? Heather Gallman. Heather Gallman. 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 That's her name. If you get nowhere, super cute, but you get nowhere. But yes. Oh, I bought a pattern for a top. I have no idea how to do, you guys. I mean, the pattern was like $2, so it's fine. But and I'll keep it and maybe one day. But for now, oh my god, nope, no way. It's very cute. It's like a very cute, like flowy kind of tank top that has like a flowy bottom to it. Very cute. No way I can read the pattern. But maybe one day. I mean, I can sort of read it, but like I just don't understand it. So anyway, maybe one day. But it's very cute. So we're starting with this. But if you could make a granny square, you could hexy cardigan. Like it literally is just start with 6, not 4, and then just keep going. And then if you want to just stop and end it at doing that and don't do cuffs, like you don't have to. You can just end it, join them together, and be done. And we have a 7-year time. I'm trying to think. I was like, I don't think I have any idea what time zone you may be in. You're probably at least 5 hours ahead of me, I would imagine. Would be like 2 o'clock my time. 2 hours from now, that would be close to 2 o'clock my time. So I'm about right. So you're about 5. You must be semi close to where my UK friend lives. Miss Susan. Known Miss Susan for many years. She sends me cards all the way from the UK. It's really sweet. I've never gotten mail from the UK except from her, and I think it's so cool. She's from Wales. She's the one who I was like, I want to go to London. And she was like, London's a dirty city. But she's just being funny. She's like, it's dirty and old. I mean, she's right. It is old, but especially compared to anything we have in America, it is hella old. But see, my history teacher used to be like, so my history teacher in high school was a history teacher in the UK first. He lived here and then he went there and then he came back. And he taught there for a while. And when he was coming back to America to teach history, he told the people there in the UK that that's what he's going to do. And they were like, oh, so you're going to go teach American history? Well, have fun teaching like less than 200 years of American history while we're sitting here teaching our, like thousands of years of history from our, They made fun of him for going to teach American history. I mean, it's true. There is not like, as many years of history. Oh, hi, Rita. How are you? Yes, I will try to too. I think unless I'm out walking there, I should be around somewhere cleaning. I may not chat much, but I can be there and give you a like and all that good stuff. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm also really weird, you guys, and I have been craving for some reason. I don't know why. It's not a thing I normally like, but gummies that like banana flavored or any kind of candy that's banana flavored. I finally found some when we were in Charlotte, and they're these peelable banana gummies. This is exactly what I was looking for. Exactly. It's that like synthetic banana flavor. I was so happy. I was like, oh my gosh. I've been looking at every store I went to that sold any like candy to see if I could find anything banana flavored, and I couldn't, or even just like a mix of candy that had banana something in it. Nope, couldn't find anything. And then I finally found those, and I was like, oh, I've heard about these peelable gummies. I've never had them. And then I was like, oh, they have banana. Yes. Now I'm like, I got more. That Heather, she does, Chris. She does. There's another thing she has that I want to make. I forgot. It's like a sweater, but it's like a slightly loose fitting, like I think it might even go off one of the shoulders kind of sweater. But her stuff is really easy. Like I've ever seen from Heather has been really nice and really easy, and she loves double crochet. So if you love doing double crochet stuff, check her out. And you'll like her clothing tutorials, because the shrug pattern I did was literally 98% double crochets and like maybe 2 or 3 single crochets or 2 to 4 single crochets and like 2 or 3 slip stitches. It was very easy. And she just seems to, at least from that one tutorial I've watched of her, seems to explain things well and just make really clear, concise patterns. So I feel like she'd be good. It was really easy to follow as somebody who's never made clothing before. So, is it too much banana flavor? No, it's perfect. Oh, I will. I will. He's over here snoozing. He just looked at me, his little is stuck on his teeth. He looks. Yes, he's a sleepy boy. Hardest time finding 3-way. Yes! Oh my gosh. I can't find what I want either because there's some kind of pattern that I found, and I think it's like I think it might be Off the Hook by MJ or something like that, or MJ's Off the Hook Designs, I think. And she has like a mesh top that I wanted to make, but it's like fingering weight yarn or finger weight yarn. I don't know how you say it. And so I was like, oh, I don't have. So I was looking around, and really, like, I think it was Michael's I was looking at. Didn't have like a that many options. So and then I looked at their fingering weight yarns on Hobby or Hobie. Some of those are $30 a skein. I was like, "Ah." And then I realized because there's this one lady that I follow on Instagram. Her name is Amelzing Stitches, and she makes these beautiful shawls that are like they're kind of like wings. So like when you open your arms, they're like wings. I think they're called like Phoenix or the Sacrifice Phoenix shawl or something like that. And she makes them out of these beautiful light. When I finally saw them on Hobie, the ones that she uses, and they're like $30 a skein. I was like, holy crap, that's a lot. Hobie sends to Denmark. Yes, which is good. They do. I'm glad they do. That was really the first time that I remember really looking at their website, like really looking at it to ordering stuff. And I think I can't remember. Oh, that reminds me, I do need to order some stuff. I need to order some velvet yarn for scrunchies. I can't remember if it was on Hobie, it was on a different website. I gotta remember. Crap, I gotta look that up. But I had forgot about those scrunchies. I gotta remember that. But yeah, so I was really looking at it the other day, but some of that yarn was expensive. I mean, it's probably really nice yarn. I was just kind of surprised at the price of it. Because I also don't know that it wouldn't require more than one per project. And then I'm like, well, crap, that's $60 in yarn. That's definitely something I'd have to keep for myself or like gift. I don't think I could like sell something that expensive, not very easily. Anyway. Like one of these, I don't know what I would sell one of these for because I've heard so many different prices for like hexie cardigans. I don't know that I would like sell them. I think I would just sell them if they were already pre-made. Like unless you're somebody really close to me, then I might make you a custom one. But other than that, I probably would just sell them like already made. Like it is what it is, buy it or not. It's this color, no colors. I don't know if I would do custom ones or not because that would just, I don't know, the amount of time that would take. I still also want to make a half rainbow, half black and white one too. So even though I'm doing this one, I still want a rainbow and black and white one too. Everywhere else you have to pay for shipping. Yeah. And they have super cute patterns. You bought a couple of hers, you got the bamboo base. So I think I'll make super top. This tank top thing that takes forever. Oh yeah. I know. I mean, I don't know how long I've been working. I need to go back and look and see how long when I started. I think I started this sometime last week because I think I was doing the black and white, and then I was like, no, I don't want to bring the black and white one to Charlotte. I want to bring the rainbow one to Charlotte. So darn it, I'm starting that one, and so I did. But I don't know. It's a while. I mean, it's like making a small blanket essentially, so it takes a minute. And I guess a tank top, especially with that little yarn, and depending on what stitch you're using, even if you're using a big stitch with that little yarn, it's still going to take forever. I'm sure it's quite a small hook too, if it's that yarn. It's probably not, I can't imagine it would be bigger than a 4mm, probably smaller, potentially even. Alligators spotted in the backyard. Oh boy, people finding alligators in their backyard. That's fun. Can you imagine going outside and just seeing an alligator in your backyard? Thank God Arthur's always on a leash, or I'd be like, oh my God, Arthur, come back right now. Oh my God, speaking of dogs running away, while I was at work today, I let out their dog, and I've only done it a couple times, like, but she's been doing really good with them and with me. And I let her off today, and lo and behold, I was like, please don't go up the driveway. And lo and behold, she starts running the driveway. I'm like, oh no. And it's a long driveway. And I was like, I do not be the one to lose the dog, get the dog hit by a car. So I jumped in their golf cart thinking that the dog like followed the golf cart. Nope, didn't follow the golf cart. So then I had to like follow the dog down the driveway. Still not listening. I'm calling the whole time, like trying to get it excited. Like, you're not in trouble. Like, girl, come on, Nothing. And then finally, I like kind of up my pace because she had turned around, and I kind of like ran, but I didn't want her to see me run. And then got beside her and tried to grab her, couldn't grab her, and then started running again. And then she started running, so I like ran in front of her and cut her off to try to like her back towards the house. And I did. And then I said, go home. And she started going towards the house, and I just kept saying, go home, go home. And she finally went home. And then I stopped, picked her up, grabbed her, and put her in the cage. I was like, girl, don't you ever do that again. I was so scared she was going to get lost and get hurt. I was like, I cannot do you. I'm never taking her out again without a leash, ever. No. I'm lucky I was able to run after her that fast. Jesus Christ. 3.5 hook. Ooh, and the lemon peel stitch. Ooh. I don't know if maybe I've heard of it once, but it's not something I've ever heard of very often. Lemon peel stitch. Huh. Cool. That sounds cool, though. I can only imagine what it looks like. I'm just going to pick a bit. Are you able to see it on Discord? No, I can community post. I can't see it on Discord while I'm live, no. Because my Discord app, my phone. I tried to put it on my iPad, and then I put what my email was. So I was like, well, I guess it's just going to stay on my phone only. Oh gosh, Arthur just moved in the corner of my eye, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was him. It scared me. I was like, what's over there? I forgot you were over there, Arthur. I thought you were under the blanket, not on top. But no, he's on top. Yeah. That's the thing, is when a dog takes off running. Yes, your son had Boston Terrier. Carol, because once you open the door, it takes off running. Oh no, that is bad. I'm so lucky that Arthur, I don't think, unless he was really young, I don't think he's ever snuck out the door. But I worry about that a lot. And we always try to make sure that we put him up whenever we're going to have the door open for any amount of time or anything. But he will, if he got, he'll find some kind of path and just take off running. And I was like, oh, but I was so glad I was able to pick her up. And then I was worried too, once I got the dog, that I wasn't going to be able to carry her because she's getting pretty big. But thankfully, she's just the right size. I was able to pick her up and carry her back home instead of having to walk like holding her collar the whole time bent over. Whew. But yeah, she's going out with me without a leash again, that's for sure. I said I thought she had learned a little bit better. Nope, not yet. She is so energetic. Bless her heart. She's the most energetic dog. So if she really started going down the street, it would just be over. I could never outrun her. She is so fast and so energetic. I've never met a more energetic dog ever. Which is kind of funny because owners are like the chillest, like elderly folks, and she's just like the wildest creature you've ever seen. But she's sweet. She's just full of energy, and she's always so excited to see me when I get there. And then she's just like on full blast for those like couple hours that I'm working, and Oh, me. By the time I get ready to leave is when she kind of settles down and gets sleepy. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're so sweet. What the heck? Why weren't you like this 2 hours ago? No, she's a sweetie, though. She's just got so much energy. She needs a treadmill. If any dog needs a treadmill, she needs one. Run, 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 run. I'm trying to work on getting the rest of their house set up for my patients because their cats are going to come home sometime soon, but we need to make sure the cats have a good place to escape from the dog. And she doesn't hurt them, but she does kind of chase them and annoy them. So I want the cats to have a safe place, and we need to make sure they do. And then set up all their little stuff, litter boxes, all that good stuff cats need. And then hopefully we'll bring the kitties home, and then they'll be all good. The house isn't quite done yet still. They still are redoing the bathroom, and the furniture hasn't been delivered yet, but hopefully soon. And I think to build the furniture, I think they got custom like colors or whatever. So it's taking a minute to get the furniture made, but hopefully it'll be there soon enough. And things will be more back to normal. Because right now it's kind of like I'm only into like half of the place because the other half is under construction. At least they weren't doing construction today, because when they're doing construction, it is so incredibly loud in there with all the saws and hammers and the this and the that. Mostly just the saws. The hammers I can deal with. It's the sawing that I'm like, whoa. But soon enough, it'll all be done. Beyonce kicks off her tour. Oh boy. Not really a Beyonce fan personally. Don't hurt me. Sorry. Mm-mm-mm. I thought Beyonce already did that tour, to be honest. I really did. I thought she already kind of went on the Cowboy Carter, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that was something else. So I'm not into Beyonce, so I'm not real sure. I just thought she did. Maybe that was the Renaissance. Yeah, I think that was called the Renaissance tour. I think I'm just confusing it because there were also cowboy hats involved. Something like that. Oh, thank you, Liz. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate it, Liz. Oh, the flowers look fine. Good. Oh, that reminds me, I brought some flowers home today, some roses. I need to take them out of their little thing and put them in some vases. There are my vases. Okay, they're behind me. You can't see them, but they've got little lavender in them. I need to take them and put my actual roses in them. Now it's actually flowers outside blooming. Perfect, because for my grandma, and she will like it no matter what. Oh, that is right. Oh, thank you, Liz. It's gonna take a while to make because you need to make 3. It will take a little bit then because that one took you a minute, didn't it? See what time is it? Oh, it's almost 1. All right, cool. I'm gonna go in a few minutes and make some lunch, take little Arthur for a walk, maybe in the opposite order. And then I need to unpack my suitcase. And then, because my laundry room was so clean, and then I brought home my suitcase, and now there's a suitcase in there. So I need to take care of that. And then, I don't know, do some other little things around the house that I hadn't done since we were gone. And I don't know. Work on this, I guess. Work on this stuff so I can work on my raccoon order next week. I just hope the pattern I picked is good. It better be, because I've already kind of said that's the one I'm making, so the pattern better be good. I gotta make sure I have the right yarns. I need some gray, some black, and some white. So I need to make sure I have enough of all those colors. And then I need to order some scrunchy yarn. And then a lighter, the raccoon, and the scrunchies. That's it for orders. All right. I am working on my very first Hexie cardigan. Whoop. So this is my piece, my small piece, not really small, my half so far of my cardigan. Trying to imagine how big it is now. Let's see. Yeah, its sleeve's almost there. It's going to be a little longer that way than I want it. It'll be fine. I need to stand up and try it on in a minute. We're working on that, and then earlier we were working on this micro crochet lighter holder, which that's the wrong side. It's the better side. So yeah, working on a couple different things. Thank you. Yes. Larry ordered the raccoon. And it comes with a little trash can, which I think is going to take me a minute just because I'm pretty sure it's going to be like flat on the bottom and a bunch of single crochet up the sides. So it's probably going to take a little bit, but just for what it is, it's going to take a little bit of time. But hopefully the raccoon's not too bad, all those color changes and stuff. And I don't know. I'm curious how it's going to turn out because I've never made such a thing. It'll be fun. Little Rocky raccoon. I think he named him. Did he name him Rocky or Ricky? I can't remember what his name is. Something like that. Rocky Ricky. Oh, thank you, Rita. Got a lot of free patterns on. Yes, I have seen that they have free patterns on there, which I need to check out because I didn't yet. I just on their website really for the first time the other day, looking around at yarn, and that was really the first time I'd ever been on it, other than maybe just a very brief second. But I should look at their patterns too, because maybe their patterns once way back, I think though. But I need to go back because it's been a minute. And Hirschner's does too. Okay, see, I actually never heard of Hirschner's until the other day when the thing about Big Twist. So I definitely have never checked them out, so I need to, especially now that they're getting Big Twist because all of these colors are Big Twist. So I love me some Big Twists. So I really do definitely need to check them out. It's good together. You know what about too much? Oh, it is hard. It is hard. You have to like go in with like a budget and a certain amount of money. Just like don't even bring the rest of the money in. Just bring in what you're gonna spend. That's it. Don't bring it with you, so it's not possible. Yes, I know. I'm so excited too. I am too. I'm so glad they're getting Big Twist because just I don't. There probably are, but like there just aren't. I don't know. They just have all the colors, all the pretty colors. So I'm so excited. I did not want to lose Big Twist like that, especially after finding it and like, nope. Like I said, the dye lots and everything may be totally different, and I just hope they bring back like the acrylics and everything too. But we'll see, because their value acrylic is a relatively soft for an acrylic, which is what I'm using here. All right, let's make it to the end of this row. Hit myself in the mouth, and then we'll say goodbye because I gotta go to the bathroom and tinkle and take my little boy for a walk, wake him his slumber. I know you shouldn't wake sleeping children, but we gotta come up for a little walkie poo. He'll be excited. It'll be worth it. So again, you sit on the floor. Back hurts when you could just go sit on your couch. I know I do that sometimes. When I string up beads and stuff, I sit on the floor because I'm always scared. Like sit up here with my little tray that Arthur will come like knock it over or jump up on the couch and like and then I'll knock it over. So I'll sit on the floor, and then once I start on the floor, I'll be on the floor for hours. And I'll just like sit there and do whatever I'm doing. And then I'm like, why'd I do that? My butt hurts and my back hurts. But I sure will. I'll sit on the floor for hours. I used to sit on the floor and get ready in the morning. My husband was like, why in the world are you sitting on the floor to do your makeup? why don't you, when you have a bath, there's a mirror, and like a lot of women actually do sit on I said, I actually know women that have mirrors and then have a rug in front of said long mirror to sit on the floor and get ready in the morning. He's like, what? I'm like, yes. I don't do it anymore, but I used to. He was like, what? I was like, I know tons of girls that sit on the floor and get ready. All right, almost around the corner. But I hope everybody has a wonderful day today. It's a pretty day here. I hope everybody's having a nice day, and I hope that y'all have a good tomorrow too, and that hopefully I'll see you guys on Thursday, and hopefully we get some rain for our little garden, so my dad and me don't have to pour spoon feed the poor plants water, and because that just basically means like taking a pot and like filling it up by bucket and walking back and forth plant all the way down the row, which is like 350 feet probably of plants per row, and then there's like 10 rows or something, I don't know, so it's a lot. Hopefully we don't have to do that much longer. That would be nice, but we'll see, because it's good for dad getting a little exercise. As long as it's not too hot out there for him, it's good for him. And for grandpa too, he helps a little bit too. So, but yeah, I hope that you guys have such a good day today. Rounding up the corner here, let me finish. And tomorrow. And I appreciate you guys for being here today. Thank you. And I will see you guys around these little YouTube streets that we're in. And yeah, I hope that you guys have a good day. I'll see you later. If you have not already, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you do know when I do go live. And yeah, I should be done with this half of the cardigan by the next time I see you guys. And we should either be working on the other half or the lighter holder Thursday. And the next week we will start the raccoons. So yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later. Bye.